So, in part 1, with the help of your real estate agent, you found a home that meets your needs and fits your budget. You've asked the difficult questions, considered all pros and cons, and now you're ready to make an offer. Like marriage, home buying is one part love, one part legal transaction, and starts with a proposal or offer. Once you've found a home, you'll want to make a written offer to purchase it. Remember, oral promises are not legally enforceable in real estate sales. Your agent will provide a variety of standard forms, including a residential purchase agreement. This form will carry your offer and is one of the most important documents you'll sign. Besides addressing legal requirements, making an offer should specify price and all other terms and conditions of the purchase. For example, if the seller said they'd help with $1,000 toward your closing costs or pay for certain repairs, include that in your written offer and in the final contract, or you won't have grounds for collecting it later. After the offer is drawn up and signed, it will be presented to the seller. Your purchase offer, if accepted as it stands, will become the binding sales contract, so it's important your offer details every aspect of the sale. Your offer should include address and sometimes a legal description of the property, sale price, terms. For example, is this an all-cash transaction, or is the deal subject to you obtaining a mortgage for a given amount? Seller's promise to provide clear title or proof of ownership. Target date for closing of the sale. Earnest money agreement and deposit. Earnest money is a deposit that must accompany the offer. Don't worry if your offer is rejected. In most cases, your earnest money will be returned. Method by which real estate, taxes, rent, fuel, water bills, and utilities are to be adjusted or prorated between buyer and seller. Provisions about who will pay for title insurance, home inspection, termite inspections, closing costs, and the like, and type of deed that will be granted. Other stipulations in your offer might include a chance for attorney review of the contract, disclosure of specific environmental hazards, or other state-specific clauses. You may want to specify a last-minute walkthrough inspection of the property just before the closing, or impose a time limit on your offer. Finally, your offer should cover contingencies. Contingencies are extremely important. Two common contingencies have to do with financing and a home inspection. For example, your offer should specify that you, the buyer, will not be bound by the contract if you cannot secure financing from a lending institution. Similarly, the property must pass a home inspection, a termite inspection, or both, or you will not be bound by the contract. You will generally have a binding contract if the seller, upon receiving your written offer, signs an acceptance just as it stands. If the offer is rejected, the seller cannot change their mind and hold you to the deal. If the seller likes everything except the sale price or the proposed closing date, you may receive a written counteroffer with the seller's preferred changes. You can accept or reject it, or even make your own counteroffer. Each time either party makes any change in the terms, the other side is free to accept or reject the offer, or counter again. The document becomes a binding contract only when one party finally signs an unconditional acceptance of the other side's proposal. Well, that's it for part 2. Join me for part 3, Getting Your Mortgage.